A warm welcome to all and happy morning for all. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce myself. I am Meena Gurumurthy from Chennai. I am working as an assistant professor, head department of the Interior Design and Decor in Sri Kanyaka Parameshwari Arts and Science College, affiliated to Madras University. So now we are going to have one wonderful session today. If anyone gives you a lump sum of amount, what you will be feeling? If for example we are going to have a gift like 50,000 or 1 lakh in cash in your hand, immediately you will be very much satisfied and very much happy to receive everything. So that satisfaction comes there. After receiving the cash, what you will be doing? So that money has to be managed. So now the topic is money management. Money plays an important role in the life of man as an instrument through which he can satisfy his physical, material and mental needs. Income and expenditure pattern of the family decides the family's standard of living and its place in the society. It decides the economic well-being of the family and nation. Family income is the stream of money come under the control of the family to be used by them to satisfy needs and desires to discharge obligations. Here, money management defined planning, organizing, controlling and evaluating the use of all types of income. It is a process of budgeting, saving, investing, spending or otherwise in overseeing the cash usage of an individual. This income is defined as money or purchasing power earned by family members during a period of time. Goods and services received or created in that time by the family. Example, goods like vegetables from kitchen, garden, services like doing household chores. The concept of money management, its purpose is to simply lead a happy life with greatest satisfaction of family members from the resources in hand. Development of each individual utilizing the spending within the given resources and the chance to be a good citizen in this nation are the most important thing in getting satisfaction. There are certain types of income, especially 3 types are the main thing. First one, money income. Second, real income, and psychic income, third one. So money income has a power of purchasing goods and services with rupees or currencies, checks and online transactions that flows into the family in a given period of time. Money income includes all the income received in the form of money like salary or wages, house rent, gift, interest from bank deposits and other investments. Money is valued by individuals and families because of its purchasing power over goods and services like food, clothing, shelter, education, medical expenses, transportation and so on. For the irregular money income with a large part of their income and little money, planning is more essential and necessary for each step and every individual and the whole family. Real income. Apart from the money income, families also receive real income is the flow of families for satisfying their needs and wants. Real income is derived from the use made of money income together with that of added without the use of money, but as a result, efforts of family or household members. Knowledge contributed and the services rendered by the family members. For example, there are 2 types of real income in that specialization. Direct income, it consists of those material goods and services available to the family members without the use of money. Example is kitchen garden, home garden, we get variety of food items which we can use, and teaching children's. Employment benefits offered by employees to employees such as free housing, medical aid, free education, loan facilities, these all comes under direct real income. Library facilities from other government sources like park, school, fire protection, community hall, all these comes under direct real income. Now coming to indirect real income consists of those goods and services available to the family involving use or exchange of money. Example, paid help. We can pay the money and the household activities done by others. Next one is the psychic income. This gives the flow of satisfaction that arises out of our everyday experiences, derived largely from the use of money and real income and making more psychic and physical well-being fit. This is a satisfaction which people experience. Next, coming to the expenditure. Happiness of family is secured by income, use as well as expenditure. Expenditure provides the satisfaction of life for the members of the family. All expenditure for the household may be divided or necessary for maintaining a healthy, efficient household which a family must take care of, and there are emergencies and special demands arising occasionally. The regular monthly items of expenditure for most families include food, clothing, shelter, education, health, housekeeping and recreation. The various factors that affect one's expenditure are like family size, income of the family, age, occupation, education, location, health status, customs of the family, general consumption pattern, saving pattern. All these affects. Guidelines in money income management. According to the famous author Nicol and Dorsey, there are 7 guidelines. First one is clearly recognize and define goals. Second one, analyze probable income throughout time, that is short and long. Third one, recognizing the stages of family life cycle with phases of each stage and forecasting needs for money during each stage. Fourth one, coordinating plans for shorter and longer periods. Fifth one, deciding on the method of handling money that will satisfy all members. Sixth one, actuating plans by using the method chosen. Seventh one, controlling the use of money as planned and evaluating the plans and results concurrently. Show the income spread evenly over the entire 12 months facilitates the planning of its use. A regular income being assured month by month, future planning can be concentrated on long-term demands. Profile 2 pictures an increase at one point that carries throughout the rest of the year. Third profile shows the line which represent a constant wage or salary for part of the year and none for the rest of the year. Example, teachers as a group have this type of income. Profile 4 depicts seasonal workers such as vendors, fruit pickers, vegetable pickers, wheat harvesters, like that. Profile 5 pictures the income of the professional man or businessman who is not on a salary, who is on a salary plus commissions. Profile 6 represents an income with 2 major peaks, although there could be more than 2. One is farmers having stock in spring and grain in fall. Profile 7 shows the probable income pattern. Such groups are artists, writers, inventors, or freelancers who may get one-time chance in a year, that too a sum large enough for the whole year. Methods of handling money. The choice of a method of handling money that will give all members of a family a feeling of satisfaction is a matter of major importance in the life of any family. The family finance plan, that is budgeting. Each categories are there in budgeting: food, shelter, cloth, medical expense, transport, and so on. Second one is allowance or apportionment method. Third one is 50-50 system. Fourth one is equal salary method. Fifth one, handout method. Whatever comes in, we used to spend the money. Here on overall in money management, important topic is budgeting. The common planning device for the use of money is the budget. It is a careful prepared spending plan based on the actual family income. It is a plan based on previous experience, present needs and future expectations. A budget is always prepared for a fixed period of time, generally for a month. Importance of budgeting means budget helps to monitor flow of money. It enables a family to have an overall view of their income. Budgeting facilitates adjusting regular income to regular expenditure. Budgeting helps people to discuss their needs and set their own priorities on them. It helps one to live within one income, that is more important for our life. It encourages conscious decision making, which may help in including long-term goals in the budget. It relieves the family members from worries of future. It forces one to decide what one wants most out of life. It provides for future saving. So it is a guide to spend money and to avoid over expenditure. Its success depends upon its being simple, realistic, flexible and suitable to the family or individual for whom it is made. Control of the plan in action is impossible without a written plan. Planning is mapping out of future action. A written plan can serve as an excellent record for future planning. Steps in preparing the budget for a family. We have lot of steps. In that, first one is almost important. List all the needs and wants of the family members. Estimate the cost of desired items. Total each classification and estimate the total for the budget. Past records are helpful in this connection. Next is estimate the total expected income from all sources for the budget period. Set aside a definite sum as emergency fund. as well as for goal-oriented savings and insurance. Bring expected income and expenditure in balance. Check the plan whether realistic. So listing of budget has lot of items as I explained before itself, food, shelter, clothing and so on. In this budget, housing plays major role. In housing, two types is there, household expenses and housing. So housing taxes all there. This does not include sums paid towards the purchase of house or plot, fixtures, electricity and water charges. So educational expenditures depend upon the importance attached to education. All expenses incurred in connection with school or college education such as tuition fees, other fees, cost, notebooks, textbooks, stationeries and so on. Transportation, it includes expenses for fuels and taxes for that vehicle, road tax, insurance, everything. Personal expenses, toiletries, laundry and dry cleaning or charges, cost of subscription to membership fees of clubs and associations. After coming to this, important law is there, that is Engel's laws of consumption. A German statistician by name Ernest Engel found a statistical analysis of budget facts by research. The principles enunciated by him through his study of family budgets are known as Engel's laws of consumption. They are: as income increases, the proportion of income spent on food decreases, though the actual amount of money spent on food increases. The proportion of income spent on sunrise, cultural wants, recreation, education, health, etc. increases as income increases. The proportion of income spent on shelter, clothing, lighting and fuel remains practically unchanged whatever the income may be. Family budget. This family consists of husband and wife with 2 school-going children living in urban area. The budget should be kept for reference during the budget period for exercising control over the expenditure in succeeding month. Supplementing family income. Lot of things can be supplemented. Very much possible if one takes up certain activities during the leisure time. Subsidiary occupations or activities which augment the main income and thereby help to utilize their leisure. Leisure time available to certain group of people can be fully made use by such creative activities. Especially in rural areas, people are not employed during the off season. To them, subsidiary is a boon, like kitchen gardening, poultry keeping, dairy farming and so on, weaving or few subsidiary occupations one can take a chance the family income. Apart from this, the family's real income can be improved by the wise management of the family. So the thrift is followed in spending money. A homemaker needs to be a wise manager in planning the expenditure, investing in savings for the future to meet the varying needs of the members. And wealth from waste, we can creatively think, especially women think in this way. Waste is simply some useful substances that do not know to use. Waste can also be described as a resource out of place. It should be realized that waste is a treasure which could be recycled to form wealth. It is technically possible to recover at least 2/3 of the resources that people waste in everyday life. Finding creative use for waste materials. Similarly, old wash basins can become indoor plant holder. Used toothbrushes are excellent for cleaning combs and handles of cups is used for so many purposes. An old cooker gasket can be wound with a rope and can be used as hot pads on the dining table. It can be wound with colorful wool thread, plastic wire and used for decorating walls at home. Small scraps are used for repairing and decorating old garments, for making rugs, bags and soft toys, and in many places for enhancing patchwork in the tablecloth. Now coming to methods and benefits of reusing household waste. Food waste or the animal fruits or vegetable residues resulting from the handling, preparation, cooking and eating of foods. Due to food shortage, it is necessary to prevent food wastages and make use of wastage in cooking. In vegetable cookery, certain amount of wastages occurs by peeling the skin portion of certain vegetables that can all be added. For example, bitter gourd, snake gourd, skins can add with black gram and we can grind as a new chutney variety. After all these things, now we are going to speak about account keeping. Account keeping is the best way to determine the family income is being well spent is by maintaining accounts, while the budget is a plan for future spending. Account keeping is a record of past spending. A household account is a record of expenditures actually incurred by the family in the course of a day or a month. It will include the income earned by the family, the expenditure incurred and the amount spent on each item of expenditure. This account keeping help to show where the money goes actually, check the amount spent on each item according to the budget, check the adequacy of allotting the income over the items, give basis for a better planning of expenditure in future, change our way of life either by reducing the consumption of certain costly food items or taking up extra job. Different methods of accounting used in household are given here. First, we will discuss sheet method. Sheet system. It is a very simple method. In single or double or multiple sheets, we can use it in doors and windows, shelf or refrigerator sides. Very often, expenses can be written and viewed in a convenient place. Notebook system. It's a very convenient method. Either bound or loose leaf notebooks can be used since here insertions can be made easily. The book should all have columns to indicate the total income, date, account head and daily expenses. Neat recordings prevents confusion. Next one is envelope system. This is more often used in our day-to-day life. Each envelopes can be portioned for each variety of expenditures. So this system is essential, helpful for those who earn weekly wages. In another system, a large envelope is used in which day-to-day bills, slips, tickets can be stored in that. Fourth one is card file system. Separate cards may be maintained for income budget allocation and expenditure on each budget head. All expenses are entered as and when they occur day-wise and categorized under each head. Various cards can be filed together. While keeping is easily workable and make account keeping regular habit. Now, last topic is savings. Savings always gives the mental satisfaction. Money has to be set aside for investment, insurance premium, for chit funds and other schemes. Best thing is first plan and keep the savings money aside, then start spending money for others expenses. Saving means setting aside a portion of monthly income in terms of money. Today's income may be sufficient for today's needs, but the future may bring increased need or decreased income or both together. Only savings enable to face future bravely. It is denying or postponing some present needs. Savings may be temporary or permanent. Temporary savings are designed to achieve immediate goals, for example, purchasing household equipment or going for a trip during vacation. Permanent savings are set aside for future security. The following are the reasons for savings: to meet the demands at the time for fall in income during old age, sickness and unemployment; to meet increased expenditure caused by illness, accidents and household repairs; the desire to buy capital goods or assets like land, house and durable goods such as four-wheeler, refrigerator, washing machines, etc. For pleasure trip during holidays, to celebrate functions and festivals, to meet the expenditure on higher education and for marriage, to invest in business to gain social status and economic security, to provide a secure life for the dependents, to attend the social functions like marriages, birthday parties, etc. So this savings play an important role in raising one's standard of living and improving the quality of living also. In fact, savings will invested can help to generate more income. Savings give mental satisfaction and the capital to build up the nation's progressive plans. There are so many different types of savings. Here three important types are there. One is individual saving, that have been in the habit of saving in one form or the other. Traditionally, people were saving a part of their income in the form of commodities like animals, precious metals like gold and silver. Nowadays, trends changed to buy the new house and lands as an asset. Second saving is corporate saving. Corporate savings are exercised by some agencies or companies which highly help in the capital formation of a country. Example, banks. Third one is compulsory savings, when the state exercise an element of compulsion or force in making the individuals to save, that is called as compulsory saving. Example, employment's Provident Fund and General Provident Fund. So in this, factors affecting savings are like income, current needs of members, habit for thrift, opportunities available for savings, the provision for future and the size of the family, standard of living, cost of living, economy of the country and the willingness of family members have a bearing on savings. Institutions which promote savings such as post office deals great thing in rendering banking services also available in postal duties. In the post office savings account, an amount of money can be deposited at any time. The role of bank is the main purpose of bank is to accept deposit and to lend these deposits to reliable borrowers at a higher rate of interest. Savings bank account is a system where small deposits are accepted. Deposit may be made at any time, but interest is calculated for a minimum period of 3 to 6 months. Then, role of Life Insurance Corporation of India. Life insurance is a contract between the individual called the insured and the insurance company. Here the insured makes payment of money every year. In the case of death of the insured too, the family can lead an economically secured life. The premium amount that one has to pay varies according to the age of the insured, sum insured and the period. And so many insurance are there, Jeevan Anand, Jeevan Surabhi, Jeevan Akshay, like that. Next is Unit Trust of India. This is a public sector financial institution and offers various schemes for attracting investments for the public. Next saving scheme is shares. Stock and share are the means by which the individual can become part owner. Debentures. A debenture is a document or a certificate issued by a company as a proof of the money invested in the company debentures. And last one is the Provident Fund. This is a compulsory saving scheme for all salary persons. There are two types. One is General Provident Fund and the Employment Provident Fund. On understanding where money comes from, that is income, where money goes, that is the tax and other expenses, and how money can be managed, that is budgeting and saving, makes an individual or family to handle money with care. The concept of money management, types of income, various factors that affect one's expenditure, guidelines in money income management, methods of handling money, budgeting, Angel's laws of consumption, wealth from waste, account keeping and savings were discussed under money management. I hope so. All will take care of the money which we are going to handle in our day-to-day life.